Wow, the rate of fire of this thing is pretty fast. Hello, what is up guys? I'm your host Gordon and welcome to another one of my video. And what I got over here is another high performance gel blaster. This over here is a G36C high performance gel blaster from the brand Bing Feng, which is pretty famous with their, P90V3. And this over here is a new product from them. And I am absolutely a big fan of this color scheme over here. And what makes this content possible is all thanks to Mac Potato for helping me to bring this blaster in. Mac Potato is a local Malaysia online foam dart blaster seller who sells rare imported foam dart blaster as well as one of these gel blasters. So if you guys are interested with one of these, all the necessary information will be provided in the description down below. In the box, we got the blaster itself, the front part of the blaster, a magazine, and some gels. First, open up the buttstock. Before assembling the front, we will have to put in the battery, connect the battery, and slide in the front part. Put in the mag, and this is how the blaster looks like with everything installed. Okay, first look at the blaster. As you can see, the aesthetic of the blaster is definitely a G36C, but in a more friendlier color. Definitely a big fan of the color scheme over here. We got a combination of, teal and orange color. And what makes it more beautiful is that the body of the blaster is clear. I love clear blaster. You can actually see, the moving mechanism of the blaster. Look at that. How cool is that? You can look at the gears, you can look at the motor. I mean, wow, I do hope that more gel blaster companies out there do come up with more of these kind of color scheme over here. The build quality of this blaster, very solid, no plastic noise or whatsoever. Plastic density, pretty thick. The blaster comes with a folding buttstock. For the tactical purposes, the buttstock itself is also rubber padded. Shouldering the buttstock is actually pretty comfortable. But unfortunately, this is not a adjustable buttstock, but with this length over here, it is just nice in my opinion. The Picatinny situation of this blaster, we got a roll of Picatinny rail on top of the blaster. We got both left and right hand side and the bottom of the blaster as well. Apparently, the blaster itself does not really come with a threaded barrel over here, so some modification might be needed if you want to put in something like a mock suppressor or something like that. And peeking through to the clear body over here, the blaster also comes with a Gen 8 gearbox, which is a good thing as well because there is a lot of upgrade parts for Gen 8 gearbox. You can change the gears, the springs, the motor, the plunger, the cylinder, many kind of possibilities that you can do with the Gen 8 gearbox. And the spare parts is cheap too. And not to mention that upgrading this blaster is actually kind of straightforward though. If we actually pushes the buttstock to the side, there is a cover over here which I suspect you can actually pop it out and get to the spring. A little bit something like this. A basic 1.2 or 1.3 spring upgrade for this blaster can easily pushes the FPS all the way to 250. And here comes the cool part. The blaster comes with mag prime for both left and right hand side of the blaster, just like a G36. That's cool. We got a built-in pair of iron sight over here, which apparently is pretty accurate. We got a sling mounting point at the buttstock, as well as a sling mounting point at the front of the blaster. And the magazine of this blaster, there is actually a gimmick for this magazine. Like if you actually have an identical magazine over here, you will notice that there is a pair of knobs on both sides of the magazine over here, which allows you to stack in another magazine on both sides of the magazine. In terms of fire selector, the blaster only comes with a full auto. But since the travel distance of this blaster trigger is actually pretty far, pulling off a semi-auto firing with trigger discipline is actually pretty easy. Just like so. I mean, it feels like it has MOSFET in there. Very sensitive. And if you think this rate of fire is not enough, wait till I put in an 11.1 volt battery in there. This is a 7.4 and this is a 11.1. Holy moly, take a look at that rate of fire though. Wow, that is fast. So yeah, I guess that's a pretty straightforward blaster. So without further ado, let us go test the blaster out. Okay, we are back guys. So the performance of the blaster is actually pretty impressive. Using one of those, cheap gels, the blaster can actually shoot from 184 FPS all the way to 193 FPS. Like if we actually put in higher quality gels, this blaster can easily go over 200 FPS. And hey, not to mention that this blaster comes with a Gen 8 gearbox, you can always upgrade the blaster to make it perform better. With this kind of performance, shooting a target in 20 meters is actually not too much of a problem. But since I'm staying in a small apartment, 10 meters is as far as I can go. The accuracy in 10 meters is absolutely amazing. Most importantly, operating this blaster, I did not encounter any jams, which is a good thing. And thus, this blaster passes the wall test. Obviously a big yes, this blaster passes the wall test with flying colors. So yep, I guess that's all of the quirks and features of this blaster over here. So if you guys like this video, feel free to smash the like button. I'll be posting video every Saturday and once in a while on Wednesday. So do remember to click on the subscribe button as well as the notification bell. So yep, go and check it out, and I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Adios, guys!